Meet Derek Dion Williams of Dallas County. He is not a felon. This is Derek Dion Williams of Harris County. He is a felon.
It's just a crazy coincidence that we were born on the same day.
For years, the Dallas County Derek Williams was aware of the other one, especially when he had to get background checks for a new job or to rent an apartment or when he bought a gun.
I've been going through stuff like half of my life. Just half of my life going through stuff, having to show that I'm not him.
His biggest fear is driving and being pulled over by officers who mistake him for a criminal. Let's go back to October 2018. You're looking at Dallas Police dash cam video. This is the Dallas County Derek Williams. He and two friends were pulled over leaving a nightclub. Like many people, he bought a gun for home protection. He had it with him that night. Officers found it on the floorboard of the car.
You mind if we check your car? Yeah, I got any guns and all that. And I'm like, yeah, I got my gun. You know what I'm saying?
Still, he didn't have a license to carry, so having it in public was a misdemeanor. But if he'd been a felon, it'd be a much more serious crime. You can hear an officer talking about him.
He actually only put the gun in his head. That's my gun. So he's not felon.
Dallas police handcuffed him and took him to the county jail on unpaid tickets and the misdemeanor gun charge.
Well, they took us down for the ticket. When they called everybody to see the judge, that's when the judge hollered out and gave me a felony with a firearm. I'm like, felony with a firearm? I'm not a felon.
Derek says he begged someone to just check his fingerprints so they could see he wasn't a felon.
If that was really me, there's no way I'd be telling them to do that.
A grand jury indicted him 9 months later.
I don't know how I got past the grand jury. I couldn't never think of that.
Prosecutors relied on the Dallas Police Department to correctly identify the person they arrested. The case was put on autopilot in the criminal justice system until it landed on Dallas County Prosecutor Thelma Anderson's desk. She said Williams' defense attorney was blunt.
He told us, hey, we're not taking anything. We want a dismissal. This is not him.
11 months after DPD arrested him, the DA's office brought in its own fingerprint expert, Daryl Doty.
Even when I was fingerprinting this guy, he was adamant about, man, I've never been arrested before.
When Doty compared the fingerprints to the prints on file in Houston,
so I told her there that I can tell you right now, this is not going to be the same guy.
The Dallas Police Department says officers checked a national database and saw a person believed to be Williams had a prior felony conviction. But here's what police didn't do. They didn't have his fingerprints digitally scanned at the jail. If they had, they'd have known in minutes he wasn't a felon. Why didn't police take that extra step? That they won't tell us. And by the way, the driver's licenses are different. The Social Security numbers don't match. And the first and middle names are spelled differently. In the end, the Dallas Police Department filed the case directly with the DA's office. A detective never even saw it. Prosecutors dismissed the felony case once they realized he'd been wrongfully charged.
Being in the seat that I am in, we have a lot of power. And that power can change someone's life. And the right thing in this case was to dismiss it with no hesitation.
But one thing hasn't changed. The case still shows up if you type his name in the county database. It looks like you were a felon in possession of a firearm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm reaping all the bad stuff from somebody else.
He's still scared to drive.
I just had that fear of being stopped because I don't know what's gonna happen. Still riding around now with it not expunged.
We reached out to the district attorney's office to see what they could do to expunge or clear his record.
How you doing?
So this past Thursday, Derek returned to the courthouse to meet with District Attorney John Creuzot.
So we're providing you with this letter from me.
It's a letter Derek can show police to prove he's not the other Derek. Creuzot told him his office is taking the unusual step of helping him expunge his record for free.
Because it's not him, and so we want to get that off of him.
Oh, you really can't take stuff for granted. Like, this can happen to anybody, you know what I'm saying?
In Dallas, I'm Tanya Eisner.